Hello and welcome back to game 2 between Edie and MbL. Edie playing Dragon as the Byzantines, and apparently Edie did not ban the Spanish because MbL picking Spanish here is a good civilization choice in my opinion. Spanish of course is a very strong civilization on Arena, but Edie going for kind of a safe choice. I'm not sure if you could count Byzantines a counter to Spanish on Arena, but for sure very strong civ, and the game running a little bit strange, going like it's lagging a little bit, not sure why, but we should be fine. And scout fighting starting already. Interesting. Let's see. MbL going very forward here. Edie deciding to go safe and go back on 21 HP. MbL on 24. Maybe if MbL wanted to steal a boar, will not do that now, but he's got two boars himself outside. I think he saw it. Could be preemptive. He's deleting another few wall pieces to get the deer in. One deer even ran in. He didn't need that, but he is going for it. Also going with the villager to get the boar now. Yep, there we go. But let's start with Eddie's map here. Edie got his main gold on the side, second gold outside. The same side here could be important later on, but usually you push to the front, of course. Main stone, very good, very safe in the back. And a little bit of space to boom, but not much in it actually. And then we have, let's see, there's 3 deer outside for Edie, pretty far inside. Actually, second gold inside, but very forward, better than outside, of course. Good for Edie, he got the 2 boars inside and the second stone on the other side of his base. Then he has also 1 relic inside his base, and there's 1, 2, 3 very close to him. So if he's, he should go probably for a kind of a monk push maybe, or at least get an early monastery out. Using the sheep to keep the gate open, very nice, I like it. And I'm pretty sure Edie knows that MbL won't come back to space too soon, so he can keep the sheep there without any problems. Let's see what he's going for right now. The second boar is in. Nothing too special, I think. Yep, there we go, lumberjack mill, all standard. And we have MbL, who got his gate on the left hand side trapped a little bit, but he's got one very close, and they're not a problem. Of course, there's extra berries for him. Could even take them without deleting the wall pieces. Getting the last sheep now, second lumberjack is out. Main stone, main gold, and a second stone, even very safe in the back. Also an extra gold and an extra stone here in the back. For MbL, he's not scouted this, he should scout, should send the sheep. I'm not sure why players are not doing this. It's not so hard to send the sheep out and scout a little bit. He's got one here, but it's just standing there, it's not walking or anything. And yeah, MbL probably preferred to get the deer in early, so he wasn't concentrating on scouting too much. Could be bad for him later on if he is being pushed, because his third gold, or is it second one? Let's see. No, it's yeah, second one just outside of the gate here. Actually, good position. Third gold on the other side, a little bit more forward, and we have an extra gold on the map as well. On the top left, and 1 relic close to MbL, but it's the only one here. And now I'm interested to see what strategy players are going to go for. We see MbL going on 28 villages at least. He's got a lot of villages on the wood, and it's 10 villages. Going for gold now and stone after taking most of the food here. 2 villages left on the sheep. I'm not sure about this decision. I'm not sure why he will have enough wood for sure, because he's got 5 farms up. And going for stone now, he wants to get a castle up. Maybe not castle first, but go 3 TCs and a monastery. Then it makes sense to have a lot of villages on wood, of course. And now he's scouting the back of space. Now he can see the gold and the stone, which is very good for him. And Edie, let's see, what can he see of the map? He's up to feudal age first, of course. Going market blacksmith expected. Yep, there we go. Scouting around now, he can see his relics, and he can see all the relics actually. Good for him. Now needs to go and scout MbL's map, I think. Didn't want to go on view log. And MbL, Fog of War, he can see in 1 relic and 2, 3 closer to Edie. He has more HP on the scout, so he should be fine actually going out right now. And Edie to Castle Age first, while MbL and Market Blacksmith also up. And clicking up to Castle Age right now, getting for 2 more villages in stone. We've left 4 right now. Needs to move them a little bit, that's not good for MbL. Losing a bit of time. A lot of villages in gold, so maybe he wants to go for monasteries and maybe siege workshop. Followed by castle. An option, of course. No scouts out for MbL now, and Edie has to go back because MbL is still hunting down The scout now is inside, and Edie without Loom needs to pay attention, but nothing should happen. The scout only on 14 HP, and this isn't a problem. I'm not sure why he palisaded this. Maybe there was a wolf. Not sure, but he is idle right now. Destroyed palisades, man. There we go. Maybe he just wants to protect the villages here. Make sure not to lose any villager. Is there one low HP? No, actually not. Should be fine. He's up to castle age. Eddie here needs to hunt the scout down now, getting the first monastery up. While MbL a lot of stone already, but let's see what he's going to do. Eddie 690 stone as well. I didn't see it, but he's will get a castle up. Interesting decision. Not sure if he's going forward, maybe protect this gold or just in front of the main gold would be an option. Don't think he will go on the right hand side. There's a lot of nothing here. Now the monks are coming out, palisading in first because MbL scout is still alive and going around, but he will go out very soon. And MbL, what is he doing? He is not going for TCs, but waiting for enough stone, and he wants to go fast imp, as we can see. He's saving a lot of food and gold already. Now Eddie, having a healed scout, can get rid of it. Castle coming up for Eddie as well, and MbL, after the castle, I think he will click up to Imperial Age. Eddie not far away, actually, because as Byzantines is a lot cheaper. He might need to buy food very soon, because the prices could go up. On the other hand, MbL food count looking really, really good here. And we will have an Imperial Age war. Not sure if it's gonna be just monks then, which is an option, of course, or maybe gonna see a few conquistadors later on, a few scouts. For Eddie, Arbalest always is an option. MbL, of course, Spanish, not an option here. MbL getting one relic in, I think Eddie will get the other 4, which is a huge advantage. But MbL's Imperial Age click at 1938, followed by Eddie 1951. Very, very strong, getting the castle up. 3 monasteries already for MbL. He's got, let's see, that's 12 villages on gold, 13 now, and up to 37 villages. Eddie only on 34, clicking up to Imperial Age, so not as good. He had a little more idle time apparently, and is a little bit behind, nothing too major. Also 11 villages on gold, and of course the 4 relics will help him a lot here. More monasteries coming up, that's 4 monasteries already, and I think we're gonna see monks and traps for sure for both players. Not sure if MbL can actually see Eddie's castle. He does not know about it, so he doesn't know if he needs to get traps out or not. Sanctity Atonement coming in for both players actually. And Eddie is scouting around a little bit, while MbL, 2 conquistadors, just to have a little bit of military presence, I think. In my opinion, good decision. You need conquistadors, so you can use them all the time. TC now coming up for MbL on the wood line, interesting. Going for 2 TCs instead of pushing with 1. And Eddie will be up to Imperial Age right after MbL, not going for any more TCs, does not have to stone at this point. But losing the scout now, block printing elimination coming in, block printing for both players. Eddie getting 1 conquistador, good job, but needs to make sure not to lose too many monks here. Wow, that was really good for Eddie. MbL not getting a single conversion, losing 2 monks. Eddie with a good job here, a little bit of luck of course. But very good, and trap is out because Eddie knows my opponent has a castle. He saw the conquistadors, while MbL not going for any traps at this point. He will need some very soon to defend here, but he's doing more monks, only out of 3 monasteries. Eddie will have a lot more military units, 10 more right now, of course the conquistador which was converted. Might get converted back, but the conversion start. MbL got a monk here. Very good. Let's see, can he get more? Deleting it, Eddie getting 1 back, and losing it right now. MbL getting 1 here, deleting it. We see the standard fight here. Convert a monk and delete it before it gets converted. There we go, 2 more monks down. But trap is out for Eddie, and castle only 3 KHP left. Now it's 2-2 because he's got another trap out. And the castle will go down actually. Not good for MbL, who is using all his resources on monks, I think. And of course get more villages out. MbL does not have supremacy, does not have loom, so Spanish will attack will not be an option here. He has done that in the past and done it very successful actually. Eddie moving into the monks now, and he will start and hit the monasteries, maybe even steal the relics. Looking very good for him. He's gotten siege workshop somewhere. Is he sending villagers? No, just keeping the traps right now. 1 conquistador out for MbL, but won't do anything really. And looking good for Eddie. 1 TC and pushing here. He's got a 2nd TC up now. Might even go for a third sooner or later, but for now, very good job. And second monastery is down. The 2 traps are doing the job, while the monks making sure that no funny play from MbL will come in. MbL not going for any form of stables, barracks, anything. Just getting another TC and losing all the monasteries. He won't have too many units out to defend. He's only 6 monks left, and he's lost one now. As Edie converted it, barracks coming up from Edie inside MbL's base. Now the castle is coming up for Edie to protect the main gold as well as the 2 stones here. But Edie will see it, he can see it right now, unpacking the trap here, and he's gonna start and hit the trap. I think MbL might decide to go with the villagers and just try and hit the trap here to make sure not to lose the castle. Loom is coming in for him, and we might see supremacy, not sure how costly it is. Villagers, of course, would be an option. There we go, actually MbL doing that, going for supremacy. That's why I wanted to get the TCs up. Interesting. He's done that before, so he knows what he's doing. But I think Edie got a good micro with the monks. He will convert enough villagers to make sure not to lose this fight here. Of course, a lot of villagers repairing right now. And 3 traps out for Edie, who's getting another monastery inside MbL's base. He might put the relic in right there, or put it safe back. No, he prefers to keep the monk there. Now the Spanish villagers have Loom and Supremacy, and MbL moving in with all the villagers right now. It's now 69 plus 6, it's population equal to military units now. The trap going down really, really fast. Edie needs to start and convert a few villagers. He's doing though, he's getting a few spears and just have a military presence. And now both players have to mark all the units. That's really crazy. Not sure, but I think Edie with the higher population here doing a better job at this point. Might lose a few monks, but he won't really care because he can take gold. Third TC on the gold here, and he will be able to replace the monks. Also, the traps now hitting the market, killing a few more buildings. There's still 2 left. Of course, Edie repairing the traps here. The monks converting more villagers, and Edie right now got 10, almost 20 villagers here. Idle villagers, of course, because they're all converted, but still, and he can fight with those because they're Spanish villagers. Now, of course, for the Byzantines player, for Edie, but he could just move in and hit a few buildings. He could just use his villagers against MbL's villagers now. That's what I would do here if I was Edie, but in this situation, being the one who is playing really hard, MbL doing a smart thing, re-walling this, so Edie cannot get more units in from the outside, from his monasteries. Now Cataphract's even coming in to have more units against these Spanish villagers, because the monks alone won't be enough. I think Edie should go for a crossbowman, maybe it would be a nice option. Of course, +4 pierce armor, that's really a lot, but the crossbows or arbalest later on really strong. MbL needs to get a market out, his resources, a lot of gold in the bank, but cannot really use it because he has almost nothing left. There's 49 villages, and I'm not sure the 1 military unit is Conquistor out, nothing else, and it looks like Edie will take this game again. He's on 88 villages, so it's almost fully boomed. 35 minutes, he will have a huge eco. Okay, in the 88 that's 20 villagers were doing nothing, of course, even 30. But he could go for full eco here. He will not pull this villagers away. Instead he will go archery range now. Handcart coming in for MbL won't really help him, I feel. MbL going in with more villagers. Edie is going to engage. Also Cataphract and Conquistador in the fight here. More spearmen might come up for Edie. MbL resources looking good and doing handcart, but he can't do anything with it. MbL really low on everything actually, except for maybe resources. 80 resources looking strong, going for crossbowmen immediately. Should get more archer ranges out as soon as he finds the time. There we go. A lot of villagers around this trap here actually. MbL can't even hit that one with the villagers because there's too much converted villagers around. Not many monks left, I think. I can see 4 monks here. I'm not sure where they are. They're standing maybe even outside. MbL making sure that those units can't, that nobody can escape, but on the other hand he can't go in himself. And MbL not trying to push this back, repairing trap versus fighting a trap here. Now going out, not sure to re-wall this actually, that's quite dull. But Edie could keep the gate open if he... Nope. Did not pay attention here. Still not looking good for MbL. Edie with a huge population advantage, and of course full map control here. A lot of villagers which are fighting units. We could go for it, but MbL now going out with a few villagers. Not sure what he's planning to do. Cataphract of course is there. Is gonna kill those villagers. Cataphract still a lot stronger than these single villagers. Now if the 3 had fought, maybe that would have worked. But like this, MbL cannot escape here. And chemistry not even coming in for Edie. Might go for hand cannoneers even. A few crossbows are out in the field. Town center in the middle of, of MbL's base actually for Edie. Not sure why. Maybe to have it's like a tower and to get more villagers in. Wall is open again. Not sure if it was a petard or maybe the trap. Is the trap still alive? Yeah, there we go. MbL I think just waiting for the inevitable GG, and yeah, he's calling it right now. Edie with the better play here, taking the second game as well. Very nice, strong Imperial Age times, but Edie with more resources, more monks out faster, and got 2 lucky conversions, I feel. And then pushing in the villagers from MbL with supremacy, of course, very strong, but there were enough monks to convert so many that MbL and Edie was able to defend this little pushback, and then MbL never recovered. Good job from Edie, a good game from both players. I hope you enjoyed this, and see you in game 3.